Hey guys, we're back for another episode of Real Talk with Joe and Cody. We've got too many
Live.
episodes of everything. We've got
So many
Venture
things.
and Real Talk, so I get confused sometimes. I almost caught Cody off guard. We have some mixers that keep our mics sounding smooth and perfect, and we
Yes, when
just
they work.
found the voice change feature, which can change us to male, female, robot, monster, baby, and elder. So we might throw
Yes.
those down on the Venture podcast. It's just a teaser. So if you want to hear us go through our mixers, go over to Venture with Joe and Cody and like and subscribe there.
Yeah, I think one
Um,
thing that we quickly learned is that neither of us have male voices, and that
No,
is
the
one of
male
male
voice is
voices.
it's very demeaning to me. Like I'm like,
Yes.
wow, I
Yes.
am not manly at all.
Like,
The
you have to
female
sound
voice
like a
for
grizzly
me,
bear.
the female voice for me does not sound like a female.
No, no.
But yeah, yours are a little bit better. I think you have a better mixer than I do.
Well, I just need the whole unit to work better because as we've been dealing with, I'm having this dongle issue, which sounds like it could be more than what it is, but it's actually just a connection issue.
Yeah,
So,
from the phone to the mics. Yeah,
phone to the mics.
one
You
little
know who?
mess up, man. That stuff causes it basically shuts everything down.
Oh, I
Shuts
know.
down production.
Sound like I'm in a
So
tunnel.
yeah. Well, you sound okay right now. I feel like I'm a little loud. I'm going to turn down my stuff, but yeah, I just want to start us off. How you doing? How's everything going?
Great.
That's it. That's
Great.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
the sun's out. I got to mow the lawn the other day.
Yeah, Farmer
Like,
Cody, back at it.
yes,
Back
back
at
at
it.
it. Ready to go start. I've
Love
been
it.
putting Eli to work, cutting back a bunch of blackberries. So it's like
Nice.
spring prep is here, and then we're gonna get
It's
rain and
coming.
snow for the next 4 months.
I know. Well, it's disappointing. I think like the people on the mountain are disappointed. The snowboarders and skiers. The rain has not been coming, and the snow has not been coming like they
I know.
liked it. But I don't mind
Yeah.
the cool crisp days for sure. I don't want the rain to come back, but I guess it's necessary in our neck of the woods to have it. So
Yeah. Well, and I think the
um,
East Coast is they're going to be getting all of our snow here real soon. It looks like it's supposed to get real nasty over there.
yeah. Well, we're going to Seaside this weekend for the big Seaside basketball tournament. So that's going to
Nice.
be fun. Yeah. That's what we got. The normal routine.
Yeah.
Uh, Uber driving kids to and from practices and closing and having homes coming up for sale and stuff. So it's good. Speaking of homes, which is probably why people care about listening to us, is yeah, we are seeing anecdotally in our area it's picking up. Like buyers and sellers are kind of coming to grips. We've talked about this for the last while now, but yeah, still things are picking up and everyone's kind of excited. There's a much more positive mentality going on in the real estate world right now. So
Yeah.
you seeing the same thing in the lending
I'm
world?
seeing the same thing. Yeah. Some recent projections that I've been seeing thrown out there. They showed 24 and 25 in regards to home sales. Were pretty similar,
Yeah.
with a decent increase for this year 26 and then 27 as well.
Yeah, cool.
I know that's kind of been the expectation or the thought leading up to this point is like, okay, I think last year was a good kind of stabilizing year, and then we'll just kind of start stair step year
For
after
sure.
year, assuming nothing crazy changes. So
That's the hope. Yeah, I would say that, if you are thinking, don't think that rates are getting down to 3. So if you are hedging your bets to wait till summer for rates to be in the, 4.5, it's probably not likely barring anything crazy.
yeah,
But they are creeping down. So yeah, if you are waiting for a 0.2% change, maybe maybe you wait. If you want a 6.1 versus a 6.3, maybe you
yes,
hang on for a little bit, but you just
right.
never know.
Yeah. It's
That
always
is
nice to
good.
get the lowest, but once you start to really break it down, you realize, okay, it's not usually the difference between being realistic to buy and not, that eighth of a percent or quarter of a percent. But
Yeah,
I printed something I can show you really quick
go for it.
because I'm old school and I don't know how to do a screen share on this. Here's a chart. I don't know if you can see it. I'll hold it there for a second. This is the last year of the 10-year treasury. So over here on this side is at the beginning of last year. Right here is where we're currently at. So as that goes down, rates go down. So you can see everything's been kind of like up and down and up and down and up and down. And then we started to stabilize and go down and kind of up and down and up and down. And now, as of the end of December, You can see it kind of starting to trickle back up. And we've seen over this last week, they've gone up. The national average as of today is now 6.21. And just a few days ago, it was 6.07. We've, this isn't anything abnormal. This is, I mean, that's kind of what that chart was meant to show, was that just we could talk one week and it's like, hey, rates have come down 0.25%, and then a week later, 2 weeks later, they've gone back up. So
For
I think
sure.
a lot of it, the hard part too, is you can't really time it, because you could time it correctly and still be off by just a matter of days, and that day or two just erased what we gained over the previous 2 weeks. So it is a tough environment to be in, but it's just like anything else, right? Like if you're going to invest your money, you should probably just invest your money into whatever stock it is, not wait until it's at a certain price point,
For
because then
sure.
you'll probably just wait forever. Or when
Yeah.
it gets there, you're going to go, oh, maybe it'll get down a little bit lower, maybe it'll get a little lower, and then it spikes up. So it all changes, and with so
For
much
sure.
kind of chaos and uncertainty with other countries and what's going on. And you got Greenland that, maybe we're going to buy that. Maybe we're going to, who knows, right? Like every little
Uh,
thing seems to shake up the market. So
I know, I know. Always something moving. But
it is.
yeah, I think well, we've been working with a client together that's kind of on that note, is looking at different options with, the rate that you have or see on, what Cody gives you for that day is not necessarily the rate you possibly could get with either buy downs or having the seller buy down and your rate and things like that. So, we've been going over with the client of like, hey, here's what this would cost to get it to X percent and to 5 point something percent, and giving them options to say, here's what we could either combo, ask seller and you pay, or ask seller for all of it, vice versa, whatever you can do. But it doesn't mean that, you know, 6.2 is the hard fast thing.
Hmm.
You can obviously buy it down and ask the seller to help buy that down. That's what we've
Heck
seen.
yeah,
So don't
absolutely.
don't just wait for that 0.2% difference. Go talk to Cody and find out kind of what options are out there. So my thing is saying your device storage is running low. Do you have that on your thing?
I do.
Okay.
That's good to know.
I'm just making sure you're good if we're still
Ease.
recording.
Okay.
Um,
This is going to be a quick little side rail here.
okay.
Um, I swear, I ever since I did the latest update on my phone, I'm just gonna stop
It's
pushing
just
okay because it
taking
keeps coming back. I I cannot keep enough storage on there. I'm like constantly going through and deleting stuff, apps, music, everything, and it'll
what
show
phone do you
that I
have?
have like 5 gigs, and then now
What
it's saying
what
I don't have
iPhone do
any.
you have?
Like I haven't done anything. I don't
Do you
know.
have like an old iPhone?
I mean, it's a 17. I think I've had it for like a year.
Oh, okay. That's not old. I thought you'd have like a 10 or something and you're like trying to make it
Yeah,
still work.
it's actually an
Like
iPod.
like maybe it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, just before we go, like there's really nothing new in the real estate world. More positive, that's good. Nothing crazy that's happened over this last week since we last talked. I did get a scammer, so any of you real estate agents out there, watch out for these scammers. They basically say they want to buy in our area. They want to set up a Zoom link. It used to be they said, "Can we start talking on WhatsApp?"
Oh,
That's like the signal to be like you're getting scammed if they're like, "Can we use
yeah.
WhatsApp for our stuff?" This one now is can we do a Zoom call? And what they do is they send you a Zoom link, and then you click that Zoom link, and then that's what infects your computer and
No.
stuff. So be
Oh,
careful out there, kiddos, because
yeah.
I kept leading them on because I was like, this is probably fake. Because the first thing that got me, not that you have to be a huge detective, was they said they were buying in Oregon, comma OR. So I was like,
Oh,
is that the city you're buying in, or the state, or is it two states, or are you abbreviating? So yeah,
yeah.
the template didn't look right for what they were saying, but they sound so good. Like I got a pre-approval. I want to meet with you. Let's go
Uh-huh.
over Zoom call. And then when I was like, how about you send that pre-approval?
Yeah.
Before we talk. And they're like, well, I'll tell you it all on Zoom.
Oh,
And
that's
so I just was like, it's probably not going to happen. And then this morning, I thought it was over. This morning, they're like, Joe, you're not on our Zoom call. I was like, I'll send you a link to Zoom and then
yeah,
nothing.
right.
But yeah, so just be careful out there. There's all sorts of crazy stuff that goes on. There's another one. I just got an EXP agent emailed me. It looked like a real agent and it was his email. Um, Asking, he said, hey, the file's too big, but here, click this link to find it. And I looked him up. It was an agent that I knew. It was like, okay. So I click on the link. It took me to Adobe and then it was like open more. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this. So I reached out to him.
Oh,
He's like, yeah, I've been hacked. So it was like
Wow.
it was a legit thing from an agent, like email that said, here's a
Yeah,
file for you, and it's just too big to kind of attach. So here's the link. So
dude,
I don't know, man.
it
I
it
don't know what would
sucks because
happen. Like
yeah, especially once they've hacked someone, you can't tell if it's like if it's coming from a source that you know.
for sure.
That's tough.
Yeah. Anyways, little tips for everyone to stay internet safe out there.
Yeah, a little IT help here.
But that's it for me, man. Yeah, we're gonna do our venture with Joe and Cody. So if you haven't already, head over to our venture with Joe and Cody on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio. Like and subscribe it. It helps us a lot to kind of put out the right content for you guys. And if you have any comments or any things that you want to talk about or want us to talk about, any of our expertise in particular topics you've heard
Mm,
about,
mm.
we're happy to do it. If not, it's just gonna be Cody and I talking, and we find it entertaining. So but yeah, we try
Something
to
will
get those out
happen.
every Friday. Every Friday, we have a new podcast coming out. So we're hoping to get a couple people on over the next maybe month or so. I'm going to say a month because if I say a week, it's not going to happen. So
Yeah,
we got a
we'll
couple
call it
guests
two
that we
weeks.
want to have on. So talk about different things. So,
Love
anyways,
it.
my man, that's it from me.
Okay, good to
I
see
guess
you.
we'll just chat with you later.
That sounds good.